Hi and welcome to the Geek Legion of Doom. This is going to be my 5th YouTube shout out video. Now, if you like my channel, then you're probably going to like at least some of these guys. These guys who I am subscribed to myself, I enjoy watching them. They put out good content, and like I say, if you like the kind of content that I put out, you're going to want to see maybe some of these guys as well, because they all put out at least somewhat similar content to myself. The way I do my shout-outs, I try to keep it to kind of channels that have less subscribers than I do, and obviously to try and kind of give them some kind of a bit more love, maybe a bit more attention that they obviously deserve here. So I'm going to go through 4 channels here and tell you a little bit about them. So in no particular order, we are going to start with Horror Gal. Now, Horror Gal is probably, as you can guess, a huge horror fan. Her name is Susan, and she does a kind of lots of kind of unboxings and horror type haul. She's a huge Elvira fan, but she's got such a kind of wonderful and bubbly kind of personality. It's always interesting. You kind of think about the kind of the stereotypical horror fan, and it's going to be some kind of like, you know, depressing, brooding person, but you kind of see people like Susan who are bright and breezy and just going to have a whole bunch of fun. She just puts out some kind of great content, and if you're kind of especially a fan of kind of memorabilia and that kind of stuff and unboxings, this sort of thing, go check out her videos. They're well produced as well, I have to say. So she does do a good effort in a presentation and stuff like that. Obviously go check her out, fantastic YouTuber. Obviously I'll leave links to all these guys in the description box below, by the way. So that is Horror Gal. The next one we're going to talk about is Klassen Movies. Now, I've been subscribed to this channel for a long time, and I think the guy's name who runs it is Brian, I believe, and I actually came across his channel when he did a competition entry for another YouTuber, basically, and I kind of saw his entry. I thought, well, you know, that looks like a kind of a fun channel, I'll subscribe, and I'm glad I did. Now, Brian mainly does kind of like Blu-ray huntings and stuff like this, so he's going out and about. I believe he's from Denmark, I want to say, I could be wrong. He does a lot of kind of like out and about, basically, but he's very good at editing, and he's clearly got a knack for the kind of the technical side of this, and he's got a fantastic sense of humour. He does kind of like little skits and stuff as well. You know, he sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger when he talks. I'm not quite sure if that's his genuine accent or whether that's actually just you know, kind of like a thing he kind of likes to do, but nonetheless he sounds very much like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he's a big fan of that of Arnie as well, so you know, props to him. But you know, you should definitely go and check this guy's channel out. He's loads of fun, an amazing sense of humour. Again, really well produced videos, loads of fun, lots of interesting, because obviously it's from a European country. We kind of get releases that we don't get here in maybe England and obviously in America and stuff like that. So again, I always find it interesting to have a look at kind of other countries, kind of releases and stuff as well, and maybe kind of get something, oh, I quite fancy, I didn't know that was released in that country because it's not released here, things like that. So go check him out. That is Klassen Movies. The next person I'm going to talk about is probably the channel which is most similar to mine, and this is Matt Loftus. Now, he's a fellow Brit, keeping it real, and he is a huge B-movie fan like myself, and in fact, so much so, his favourite film is Evil Dead 2, which happens to be my favourite film as well. So he does a variety of kind of B-movie reviews. He also does kind of like little shorts and kind of stuff as well. I believe he's kind of tries to do a bit of filmmaking himself, and he does some kind of like musical videos as well. But I mainly watch obviously the kind of the B-movie reviews, and I always like to try and listen to other opinions about maybe films that I've watched, to see if how people's maybe opinions differ to mine, or if they kind of see the kind of the same things I do. So if you're a fan of the kind of the movie reviews I do, then check out Matt. It's a great channel. Again, all very well presented as well. Does a good job of editing and kind of like all the kind of the artwork for the channel and stuff as well. Great YouTuber. Go check out Matt Loftus. And the fourth and final one I'm going to be talking about is a bit of an odd title, I have to say. Spanks Germ669. Doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. But he is very like Matt. He's kind of a reviewer as well, and he kind of reviews mainly kind of independent genre films, mainly kind of horror or kind of science fiction, fantasy, that kind of stuff. I believe he's Australian, but he actually lives in Argentina, I believe. And you know, again, it's interesting. He does a lot of kind of foreign language films as well, which is maybe something that I don't do as much, to be quite honest. So, but they're all sort of foreign language genre films, like horror films or kind of stuff like that, basically, as well. And I've actually picked up a few movies. I thought, well, I'll check that film out that I've actually seen on his channel, that I may well have missed. So, you know, I have. It has kind of steered me to see some movies that I may well have not seen. This is kind of why I watch these guys. So, like I said, I'll leave the links to all these guys in the description box below. Go check them out. They're all fantastic. All four of them are great YouTubers. Go give them some love. Tell them I sent you. And thanks for watching. Bye for now.